Hi guys, I'm Amy. I felt guided to come on and do a reading, and this is going to be messages from a passed on loved one, but it's going to be healing messages from a passed on loved one. So this one is specifically going to be focused on healing, what it is you need to work on healing at this time. So I'm going to be using these 10 decks, and I'm going to be shuffling out how many ever cards want to come out of each deck. Okay. I don't know exactly how many messages Spirit has here for you today. I think I am going to start with the Talking to Heaven deck. So move these ones out of the way for now. And I'm going to start with Talking to Heaven. Spirit, what messages are there for this collective from their passed on loved one today? What messages for this collective, Spirit? Okay, thank you. So we have the earth is our school. Okay, pages 87 and 88. So those numbers could be relevant to you. 1987, 1988 could be relevant. The earth is our school. We often forget when living in a physical body that earth isn't our true home, heaven is. Heaven is a lot like earth with people, animals, flowers, trees, and such. The difference is that up here, there is no competition to meet physical needs. After all, you don't have to eat or pay taxes in heaven. You do have responsibilities, but they're part of your life purpose, so they are joyful. For that reason, everyone in heaven is relaxed, forgiven, happy, and loving. We go to Earth to experience life in a physical body. It's like going away to boarding school. Once you have a physical body, the ego becomes apparent because everyone is competing and struggling to take care of their physical demands. But if you can rise above those energies, you learn how to bring heaven's love to Earth. It can take multiple lifetimes to grasp this simple yet not so simple concept. Fortunately, I'm here to help you learn what's really important for your spiritual growth: love. The more you can see yourself and others through heaven's loving eyes, the more you'll understand that everyone is doing the best they can. You'll have compassion for yourself and others, and that is when you've mastered your schoolwork. I want to throw in here that you also must have very strong boundaries. Love with strong boundaries, okay? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Pages 23 and 24, so those numbers could be relevant. I finished my water. Okay. My transition has changed everything for both of us, and you may be frightened of the future as a result. Please know that you have nothing to fear, my love. Rest assured that all of heaven is watching over you, including me. What is it, my Nala? You have a message too? Yeah? Yeah, you're okay, sweetheart. Stay away from the candle. Okay, although you can't be in my physical presence any longer, you definitely can rely on my spiritual presence. Now watch out for that candle, which in many ways is much more powerful than when my soul was limited by my body. My love for you has increased now that I'm no longer restricted or distracted by physical demands. And with my increased love for you, I'm able to help you even more. That's absolutely beautiful. And that's because ego is not getting in the way anymore. Because soul doesn't have ego, ego's in the head. Okay, now I'm going to pull from the Healing Waters deck. So Spirit, what other messages are there for this collective today from their passed on loved one? Okay, so we will take the Immerse Yourself. Anything else, Spirit? Any other messages for this collective? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we're going to start with Immerse Yourself, training, learning, new hobbies, passions. Okay, pages 90 and 91, so those numbers could be relevant to you. 1990, 1991 could be relevant. Train and learn new hobbies, passions. Follow your desire to study and learn. Dive into what fascinates you. Immerse yourself in the topic that captivates you most. Maybe there's something you're passionate about that you're called to deepen your knowledge of through study or learning, or something you want to experience more fully. You're being encouraged to increase your wisdom and to experience life in a deeper way, to follow your passions and embark on some kind of higher and deeper learning. What are your interests? What would you like to learn more about? What topic fascinates you? What could you talk or read about without getting bored? Which field are you most interested in? What makes you come more alive? Maybe you're being called to consider a new career or explore the possibility of training in a new field. Maybe you're being called to simply surrender to your passions and dive even deeper into them in your spare time. Education, whether traditional or experiential, can never be taken away from you. Knowledge can open the mind and light up the soul. What do you want to understand more deeply? Is there something you've been considering studying, whether in a structured way or more experientially? Is there a course or program you're interested in? Is there something you're longing to explore for yourself? What piques your interest? What could you learn without getting bored? Soul inquiry, what interests you or makes you come more alive? And for me, it has been this. Like, the esoteric is absolutely it for me. All things esoteric. And it could be that way for you. Now we have Selkie. Come out of hiding. Embrace who you really are. Selkie. Pages 128 and 129. Yeah, I apologize. I really need to drink some water. Okay. Come out of hiding and embrace who you really are. There are many thoughts about what the ancient story of the Seal people, or Selkies, signifies, but for me, it's about the masks we wear, things being taken from us, how we hide parts of ourselves, the longing for home, the call to be wild and free, embracing our true self, answering the call deep within, and sharing our true voice. And there it goes about sharing the voice again. Very big in this reading, right? In Celtic, Scandinavian, and Icelandic mythology, there are different versions of the story, but here's one example. A man finds a Selkie woman on the beach. He steals her skin, without which she can't return to the sea, hides it, and convinces her to become his wife. The Selkie woman feels the ocean calling to her deep within and yearns for it daily. The couple led a normal human life and have children, but eventually the Selkie finds her hidden skin and returns to her home in the sea. It's time to come out of hiding, to show the world who you truly are, to embrace your uniqueness, your weirdness, your you-ness, to swim freely in the ocean of your life. How are you being called to embrace who you truly are? Are there ways that you're hiding your unique light from the world? How can you embrace even more of who you truly are? Are there ways that you're not showing up as your full, true self in your life or in your relationships? How are you being called to share your voice? Where do you feel held captive? What do you need to do to feel free? Soul inquiry, how can you embrace who you truly are? Okay, and this is definitely, I'm feeling very strongly about going after your mission. And I'm feeling very strongly that using your voice is tied into your mission work, whoever this reading's meant for. We have in call, healer, seer, priest, priestess, priestess, soul purpose. I said very heavy soul purpose energy here, and then this card confirms it. Okay. 82 and 83, those numbers could be relevant. 1982, 1983. The folklore of many different places, including Iceland, France, Holland, Albania, England, and Germany, has tales about a rare event called an Incal or veiled birth. This occurs when the mother goes into labor, but her waters fail to break, and the baby appears in this world still inside the amniotic sac in which it gestated. According to tradition, children born in Call have second sight and gifts of healing. In Scotland, they were seen as good omens, and fishermen sought out birth call, the amniotic sac, as an amulet to protect them from drowning. In ancient Egypt, they were believed to be the future priests, priestesses, and priestesses of the community. This is the card of the healer, the seer, the wisdom keeper, and the mystic. Perhaps you're already on this path, or perhaps it's something new for you. The healer, the shaman, the medicine person knows it's through facing their own shadow and taking their own deep healing journey that they can return to guide others in their healing. The healer is, like all of us, in their own spiral of transformation and healing. Healing isn't a stagnant state. The healer knows they're not meant to be perfect and whole all the time. Instead, it's because they've journeyed to the deepest, darkest, uncharted oceanic caves and returned with an open heart and mind that they're able to hold space for another. This card is an acknowledgement of your role in the world and deep work you've been doing on your own healing journey. Soul inquiry, how can you answer the call of your soul in the fullest expression today? And for me, it's doing this, particularly this reading right here. You know, I feel like this is my soul purpose. This is how I can help others. I have lived this experience, so I come with a lot of understanding of what the journey is like, the healing journey, the self-healing journey in particular. Now I'm going to pull from the Spiritual Meaning of Birds Oracle and see what messages we need, what birds we need to pay attention for, or the birds we might already be seeing, and these birds are the ones being sent to us from the passed on loved one that this message is from. So what birds is this passed on loved one sending to you, and what is the message of the bird? Okay. And you could be seeing these birds like out in nature, you could be seeing them on TV, like you could be just seeing random pictures of them here and there. But these are the birds and their message being sent to you from your passed on loved one. Show me what birds are relevant, Spirit. This reading. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we start with the turkey, abundance, nourishment, wisdom. Okay, and the turkey is on pages 118 and 119, January 18th, January 19th could be relevant to you. Okay, for me, that was my grandmother's birthday and my oldest son's birthday, so they are relevant to me. I'm almost feeling like this one is a soul tribe reading. So I think instead of titling this Messages from a Past on Loved One, this is going to be a soul tribe reading. I'm really connected to it. Okay, card meaning. Thanks to being the main attraction at Thanksgiving, the turkey is associated with abundance and plenty. It is a symbol of blessing and a connection to the nourishment that the land can provide for us. The Native American perception of the turkey as a symbol of wisdom can apply as well. Are you exercising adequate wisdom in your daily life, or is there something you are deliberately remaining ignorant of to keep your life easier? The turkey demonstrates great wisdom in vanishing when there is trouble. Only a fool remains in a problematic situation and expects to escape unscathed. Wisdom can also help you determine whether to stay and fight or walk away from a situation. Okay, so I feel like whoever this is meant for, perhaps you're stuck with a hard decision of staying or leaving a situation no longer serving your highest good. And, listen to your intuition on it, but if it's no longer serving you, then you probably are meant to leave the situation. The longer you stay, the more stagnant the energy is going to become if you're not meant to be there. Okay, and then we have cuckoo. Ancestry, deceit, attentiveness. Okay, so let's read on the cuckoo. Okay, pages 46, 47. These numbers could be relevant for you. I literally just turned 47. So I feel these numbers are relevant to me for this journey, right? Okay, card meaning. Celtic mythology tells us that the cuckoo's call can summon the souls of the dead. Therefore, the cuckoo can be a sign that you need to pay attention to your relationship with the dead. What can your ancestors or recently lost loved ones teach you? The cuckoo lays its eggs in the nests of other birds, often pushing out one of the resident eggs in order to replace it. The cuckoo may then carry a message to be aware of deceit. Is someone not being entirely truthful with you? Finally, the cuckoo, a shy bird whose call is often noticed more than the bird itself, may be advising you to be heard rather than seen. Again, about the voice coming out. So I feel like using your voice right now is extremely important in your mission. Okay, I'm going to pull from the Soul Tarot now. Spirit, what else does this collective need to see and hear at this time? What else does this collective need to see and hear? What messages do we need at this time, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? Okay, thank you. Oh, that's so weird. I almost felt like the card was flipped, but I'm not finding it. Okay, so let's see what all we got here. We start with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, and for some reason I'm really drawn to the four birds in the top of the tree, so the number 4 could be relevant. Again, I'm getting 46. So maybe something really relevant happened to you or will happen to you at the age of 46. Pentacles. Six. There we go. Page 82. So 1982, the number 82 could be relevant. August 2nd. Six of Pentacles is a card of mutual aid, reparational witness, and collective care. What do you need from your community, and what do you have to offer them? If you usually find yourself in a position of giving and space holding, this card is a strong signal to allow others to hold and nurture you. Six of Pentacles can allow us to be both supported and supportive in equal measure. Okay, equal give and take to others, very important. Equal exchange of energy is very important. Okay, now we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, number 10. Okay, this is page 36. Change is flowing all around you, impossible to sense into, understand, or perceive at this moment, and you are safe within that process. How can you rest in the present moment, anchoring yourself to the center of the wheel as it continues to turn? Okay, so I feel like here you're being grounding is very important. You're being guided to ground yourself. Okay, now we have death, and like we have the 4 birds in the tree, here we have 4 butterflies on the death card. And death is number 8 in the major arcana. Why did I say 8? It's number 13. Number 8 may be relevant. Okay, death is ruled by Scorpio, so Scorpio could be a relative placement for you, so Moon, Rise, and Venus. We have outgrown some aspect of our lives, whether internally, or externally, and it is ready to be laid on the proverbial compost pile. Whatever we are releasing will become supportive fertilizer for all the new things that are ready to grow in our lives. A gentle and sacred reminder that nothing truly ever dies. From an energetic perspective, it only changes form. Okay, all things are energy. Next we have the Fool. Okay, so after endings comes what? Brand new beginnings. The Fool is the very first card in the major arcana. Okay. This says the Fool lives on its own away from the other majors because it is card 0, both of the world and not of the world. It represents a big leap and invites us to lean into our courage and willingness to try something new. When the mind begs us to stay on familiar, seemingly safer ground, the Fool will be there calling us to leave behind what no longer serves us and take the next bold, brave leap into a new cycle. The Fool is the golden thread that links all the cards in the major arcana together, and when it shows up, it's a clear signal that we are ready to evolve into something new. Absolutely beautiful. I love that. Like I said, after endings comes brand new beginnings. But you have to let those endings happen. And then the final card is number 12, and it's incredible that every one of these cards, these 4 cards, are from the major arcana. We only had one that wasn't come out of the set. And this is number 12, the tethered one. I believe this is Hanged Man energy, the tethered one. Number 12. Ruled by Neptune. Page 37. So the number 37 could be relevant to you. Ruled by Neptune, the last leaf on a bare winter tree. The tethered one is a transformative, chrysalis-like process that holds us in place and helps us clear, release, and process anything we are no longer meant to carry forward. How can we surrender to this deep process? Okay, and it says, I prefer referring to this card as the tethered one, coined by Chase Voorhees for their Tarot of the Holy Spectrum deck, rather than the Hanged one. Please refer to Chapter 5 of the Tarot for the Wild Soul to learn more. And I do not have that book, but that is what it says in here. Okay, so the tethered one is usually the Hanged Man energy. Okay, now I'm going to pull a positive affirmation for the day. Spirit, what positive affirmation does this collective need for today? Okay. We did have more than one come out, and I'm going to read all of them because I feel like that's what Spirit wanted. We have spend time alone in nature, be quiet with yourself, move, sway, and flow in a way your body wants to move. Let your inner messenger speak through you. Okay, I love that. Okay, then we have there's nothing to worry about. Just be present and be your best that you can be. Everything will happen the way it has to happen. All is well. Okay, so have faith. Things are working exactly as they should. We have you're about to overcome something you've been dealing with. Your heart and mind will soon be at peace again. Be patient. Everything will be okay. Okay, so I'm getting that you're going through something right now that may be very difficult. Okay, then we have you're about to, no, that's the one I just read. Finally, we have setbacks are temporary. Keep moving forward, and you will find that resilience is the key to long-term success. Okay. Now I want to pull from the chakra deck. What else do we need to see and hear today, Spirit, on this healing journey? What else do we need to see and hear? Anything else, Spirit? Hey, anything else, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Beautiful. Oh, nice. Okay, so we start with choice. I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. Okay, and this is the crown chakra. And then the rest of the cards are all orange, and I feel like these are the third eye. Freedom. I realized my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt, so I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. Beautiful. I'm go under it. Next we have I am light. I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. And then the final message from this deck. They're all speaking a whole lot about light, so I feel like you are being guided to work on finding your inner light if you haven't already. Okay, we have shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Absolutely beautiful. And we all have inner light within us. We are all beings of light. It is in there. It just gets hidden by, getting told in childhood not to be who we are and stuff. It changes us. Trying to live up to everyone else's expectations of who we should be. When really the only thing we need to be is our most unique self. Okay, and I'm going to pull from the Soul Oracle, Soul Truth Oracle. Spirit, what other messages do we need to see and hear today? What other messages do we need to see and hear on our soul journey? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so who can I serve today? In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? Today's soul action: listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. Beautiful message there. And then we have, am I willing? Okay, and feathers could be very relevant. Beautiful feathers on these cards. Okay, or birds could be relevant to you. You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk. Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action: be brave. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra: it's possible. It's possible. Remember that. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, now this is from the Light Seers Tarot or Oracle. This is the Light Seers Oracle. Spirit, what messages? Light Workers. Light Workers Oracle. What messages do we need, Spirit? Okay, we got Messenger. Sirius energy, bringing home harmony and balance in Sirius, was most potent between July 5th and 7th this year, so the energy could still be a little bit potent right now. Okay, so you may be having harmony and balance returning into your life right now. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages at this time? Okay, we have Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. So I feel like right now you are being guided to learn more about like starseed stuff, Lyrans, and Anunnaki, and where are the other ones not coming to mind right now? Maybe this message is specifically for people who relate as Lyran or Anunnaki. I'm going to pull from the Shaman Healing. So what shamanic message does this collective need to see and hear at this time, Spirit, regarding their healing journey? What is it that the collective should be focused on this healing journey at this time, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. And this is called the Shamanic Healing Oracle. Okay, so we have Ascension. Beautiful. Number 24 could be relevant to you, but I feel like you are going through Ascension. I absolutely love this for you. Okay, we have Forgiveness. And with the Sun and Moon on here, perhaps, and this is very specific for someone, but perhaps you're a Cancer needing to forgive a Leo, or a Leo needing to forgive a Cancer, and I only say that because the Sun and Moon is on this card. That was very specific for one person. However, that's not for everyone, but the message is, and this is number 23 that could be relevant, but I feel you are being guided to work on your forgiveness. Okay, forgiving yourself and others, I'm hearing. Okay, we have number 1. So number 1 could be relevant. This also has the sun and moon on it. This also seems to have all of the elements on it: earth, wind, fire, water. Movement into balance. So I feel like you are being guided to come into balance within yourself. I feel like that is what you're working on. This movement into balance by doing the inner work. Okay, then we have 41. Number 41 could be relevant. Self-love. Again, we've got the sun and moon. I feel like Cancer energy and Leo energy is very, very relevant in this reading. I'm going to throw out there that I am a Cancer sun and my dad was a Leo sun. So, like, I'm really connected in that way. Okay, but this is about right now. Focus on self-love. It's very important. Hi, Nala. Hold on, Nala. I'm not done with my reading. Okay, and then we have New Beginnings, number 2 coming out. New beginnings. So I feel like as you work on your self-love, this is going to bring new beginnings about for you. Brand new beginnings that, are going to be there. They're going to help you become your highest self, I'm hearing. Okay, now this message from this deck is messages from your higher self. So your higher self could be sitting with your passed on loved one right now. And this is what your higher self wants you to hear at this time. So Spirit, what messages are there for this collective from their higher self at this time? What messages? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so a few cards came out here. It's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. Okay, so perhaps you're having a little fear about the new beginning. Yeah, I feel like I need to move this. I'm going to make myself some more room for these new cards. Then we have accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. Okay, so I feel like your higher self, your spirit guides, they're helping to bring this new beginning towards you. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. The goal is always to become a better self, not a better someone else's self, right? So make sure you're focused on being the best you that you can be, and you're going towards what it is that fulfills you, not what fulfills other people through you. Keep moving forward, even if you are unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path you are meant to walk. Remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. Okay, absolutely beautiful messages here, but you are not alone. You definitely have ancestors protecting you, your higher self protecting you, and the higher realms. I'm going to leave this reading here. I thank you so much if you sat here, got through this entire reading with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day.